Hi there, my name's Andy Hillier and today's guitar lesson is going to be on Seaside Hill Theme from Sonic Heroes. I've done a full playthrough cover version of it. Go and check that out first. I'll leave a link in the description and a card above. So I'm going to teach you the whole thing. Just before I do though, if you wouldn't mind subscribing to my channel, which is Andy Hillier, it really does help me out, as does giving me a like on the video. Leave me some comments as well, including any songs you'd like me to do next. And if you love what I'm doing and you want to support me and you want to print the tabs off of this, I'll put them on my Patreon site. I'll leave a link to that in the description. My guitar is in standard tuning. We've got quite a bit to get through. The first line goes like this. So to play that, we've got E5. Then B6, then G5, and then B8. So the first phrase goes. Don't play the notes in the brackets, they're just held on from the previous bar. The next note is a B6, and then a B8. So you've got first two bars. And then into bar 3, we've got E5, B6, G7, then G5, so you got, and then G4 up to B8. So bars 3 and 4, you've got bar number 5, and we've got a B6, and then into the next bar we've got G7. B6, E5, E6, and then B8. So the whole line, you've got on to the next line, and we've got this. So G7, and then D7, D6, back to D7, and then you're going to do a slide from G7 to G9, hearing both of those notes, and then another G9 and a G7. So from the beginning up to there you've got, and then it goes down to fret 6 and then fret 7. So the first two bars you've got, then in bar 11 we've got B7 to G5, then G3, G4, and then a slide from B5 to B8, another B8, B7, B6, and then B7. So bars 11 and 12 you've got. So first 4 bars. And then into bar 13, a quick slide from B8 to B10, and then play B8. So you got, into the next bar, you've got B10, and then D9, and then G7. So you got, then B7. B7, hammer onto B8, and then a G9, and then G7, and G6. So the whole line, slowly, you got. And that line repeats, so you play that line twice. And then the next line you've got. So a bend on B11, and it comes back down, and then you play B10. So you've got, and then another B11, and then another B11. Then you play B10 and hammer onto 11, and then pull it off again to the 10. And then G12, and then G10. So the first two bars of that line go. And then the next two bars, you've got a hammer on from G10 to G12, and then slide from G12 to G15. Then a little bend on fret 14 of the G string, just a semitone, and then play a normal 14, and then another normal 14, and then B11. So the whole of that line, you've got the next line, the first two bars are the same. And then we've got a little slide going up to from 10 to 12 on the G string. So G10, slide to G12. And then G12, B10, B12, then B11, and then B13. So that line you've got then a bar of rest. Then we get into the next theme, and that line goes. So G9, B12, B12, B10, B9, B9, hammer onto B10, and then hit a G9. So the first three bars of that line you've got. And then we've got another G9, G11, G12, G12, then G11, G12, B10, B12, another B12, then B10. So bars 31, 32, 33 and 34, you've got. So the whole line, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the last line you've got. 1, 2, 3, 4. So for that, it starts the same as the previous line. So G9, B12, then B12, B10, B9, B9, hammers onto B10, and then G9. So first four bars you've got. And then you've got G9, G11, G12, G12, G11, and then G12, B10, B12, B12, B10. So you got. And the last little bit you got, which is E12 twice, B12 twice, B15 twice, G14 twice, and then G13 twice, and then G12. Oh, sorry, three B13s, and then a B12. So the whole of that last line, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's the whole song. Well, I do hope you've enjoyed that little guitar lesson. If you have, if you wouldn't mind subscribing to my channel, which is Andy Hillier, give me a like on the video. And I'd love to hear from you, so leave me some comments in the comment section. Let me know where in the world you're from, what you thought of the video, and any songs you'd like me to do next. And don't forget, if you want the tabs for this, I'll put it on my Patreon site. It really does help support me, keeps me doing these videos and keeps me doing the channel. Well, thanks for watching this. I've been Andy Hillier, and I'll see you next time.